Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be watching Season 1, Episode 3 of 911 for my rewatch, reaction, watch with me, commentary thing. Season 1 is Pain. I'm pretty sure this is the rebar episode, and we've got the Abby of it all, so I need her gone. I really do. Is this the one where the bouncy house floats away? I love this show. It's so ridiculous.
911, what's your emergency? It's my daughter. She just overdosed. I think she's dead. May.
This one always makes me cry. I love May.
Wake up, May. I'm right here, baby. It's okay. I'm right here. Can you hear me? She took a bunch of pills.
On purpose? You were right. You were right.
Y'all, that scene always really makes me cry, but then also the scene when May's working dispatch and she listens to the not me crying. And she listens to the 911 call, and like just hearing that call is like just so devastating. Like, and I think it's extended, the call versus like what they show in this, which I actually forgot that it was extended, but it's like it's just so heartbreaking. It just makes me cry every time. God. Angela Bassett is just such a good actress. Like, she just like has this way of making you feel every emotion that the character's feeling.
You're a young girl. Being young is hard.
She's so understanding.
And they kept saying, you're nothing and you're the worst and you should go kill yourself and no one would care if you did and you should die.
You know none of that is true, don't you, honey? You are a special, bright light in the world.
Aww.
I didn't want to die. It hurt so much, but I swear I didn't want to die.
No. You listen to me. You're strong, you're courageous, you're a champion, and you are May Grant. And you are filled with holy fire, and no one messes with you. You're not alone anymore. And those girls, they had picked the wrong family.
The wrong family.
I just see, this is why I can't watch this show in public. Like, I love May as a character. I love all the characters, but I love May, and I love Athena too, obviously, and just that little, like, I don't even know to call it a speech. It's just so like heartfelt and just well delivered. This always gets me. It really does, this storyline. I love May, and like she's such an amazing character, and she's so like strong and caring, and like she really is just like a light in the world, and it's like just so sad to see her not believing that, you know? God, it got me fucked up. Seeing as I already teared up in episode 2 and all that was happening was Buck and Bobby were chatting, you guys are gonna see me cry a lot on this channel and during this rewatch, because there exists no show on this planet that makes me cry as consistently as 911 does. Like, I usually cry every episode. Fair warning. Athena is just like the most powerful freaking girl boss character I think in existence. She's just an icon. She's so strong. She gets shit done. She has it handled. She never gives up. I just love that character so much. And like, she's just like, genuinely, I think she's the strongest female character that I've ever like seen in a TV show. Like, I adore her, and Angela Bassett plays her so well. Nobody else could have played Athena but Angela Bassett. The praise needs to be given. Usually when she gives speeches, I tear up, I get chills. I'm ready to be motivated to do things, and she's not even giving the speech to me. Y'all, I gotta say, I hate that Chimney felt like he wasn't good enough on his own and he had to like pretend, and then it's like, just makes me so much happier that he found Maddie who he can be himself with and like get loved and appreciated for, because Chimney's awesome and he is a catch and he's a great guy and he deserves to have somebody who appreciates that and knows that. And now he does. I also forgot that he proposed to Tatiana. Like, as much as I love Chimney, like, if you have to pretend in front of the person that you're with, then it's not really a relationship because they don't know the real you. So they're not really dating you. They're dating an idea. Asking someone to marry you who doesn't even know the real you, it's like, do you want to just pretend for the rest of your life? You know? But like, I understand that this is like, you know, Chimney's like self-esteem issues, which like I get. My god, Hen and Buck playing video games, they're so freaking cute. I love their relationship. They're just like siblingism. Like Hen is like Buck's big sister and that's like her little brother, and that's like such an important like relationship to me. I just love them.
I asked Tatiana to marry me.
What? You serious? Well, what happened?
First she said she cheated on a fiancé that I didn't even know about and that now we need to break
Bobby's judgmental face.
up. Then she said she didn't know.
Did you offer her the option of an open marriage? Super
Buck.
modern. Buck.
He's so cute though.
I'm sorry.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I mean, he's right.
What was that?
Nothing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by that. You doing okay?
Of course she meant something by it. Probably for the best.
Bobby can't help being a dad.
Never said I don't like her. I don't like her for you.
What does that even mean? No, come on.
You don't have
Come on
Bobby's
with your wise
approval.
men. Let's just say what you want to say, because I'm getting real tired of you standing
Jim.
there just silently judging me with that, yep, right there with that smirk on your face.
Yeah, he does have a smirk, a judgmental smirk.
You know, you're always so quick to comment on everybody's life, but you completely shut down.
That's true.
Whenever we ask you about yours, why is that? Huh? I mean, how long have we worked together, Bobby? I know nothing about you. I've never even met your wife and your kids, you know why? Because all you do is you sit there brooding, staring in that little book of yours.
Oh my god.
So let's drop it.
Oh my God, Bobby, come on, just say it. What is it? Say
All
it.
right, you're living a lie, man.
Needed to be said.
And the maneuver, I can do the maneuver.
I know you. That's not
Buckingham.
the point here. She's not in love with
She's
you.
in love with an idea.
She's in love with this
Yep, that's
fantasy
what I
version
said.
of you.
You know what? I feel real bad for your wife.
That's
I
fucked
really
up.
do. Must be tough living with someone who thinks he's right all the time.
I know Chim doesn't know, but that's fucked. Right now, I didn't realize that he literally, the rebar happens right after the fight. That's terrible.
Let's go, let's go! For what? I didn't hear a bell. It's Chimney. Come on, hustle up, everybody, let's go! Hang back, guys.
Oh my god.
Now get in there.
I gotta gather my thoughts. I have never rewatched season 1. So this is like, it's like I know that these things happened like in the like abstract sense, like, you know what I mean? Like I know the character's backstory, I know about Bobby's family, I know about Abby, I know about the rebar, but I like haven't watched the scenes. Like I haven't watched season 1 more than once, so it's like so weird to like watch it now and remember like see exactly how everything unfolds, because I had like an idea of it in my head, but I feel like some stuff's in the wrong order and I forgot like little parts of things, and that's why this rewatch is so much fun, because I kind of get to not watch it again for the first time, but kind of, because there's some things that I forgot. I always love rewatching TV shows for like after you watch it the first time and then watching it the second time, and then you get to go into it with a new perspective, so it's like you know what's gonna happen, so you can actually focus on like the characters and the progression and like kind of dissect it. And like I was an English major, so I love dissecting stuff like this, but like you can really just like dive deeper into it, because I feel like the first time you're watching something you're like usually too shocked to really think about what's going on. Especially with this show, I feel like half the time I like black out. It's cool to go back and watch it and dissect it and be like really just like focus on things. I like, that's just my jam. Knowing what you know now about the character and about the storyline, it's like some things that might not have seemed as important when you're watching it the first time, you realize how much, like how important they are down the line, and that's kind of cool too.
Can't move my neck.
God, I don't know how he survived this.
He's alert, talking, doesn't appear to be in any pain.
Got a piece of rebar through his skull. How is that even possible?
Well, it's possible. Brain tissue has no nociceptors. It can't feel
Like,
pain.
I was about to be like, oh, is that even possible? But it is, because like I know Phineas Gage, that happened to him. What I think makes this scenario incredibly unrealistic is that Chimney doesn't go through any like personality changes as a result of it, and he's kind of the same. I think scientifically something in his brain would be different, like personality wise or whatever, because like the whole Phineas Gage thing, he like got like, I don't know what it was, something through his head, he survived, and then his personality did a complete 180 once he got it out. I don't know though, I would have to like dive into the medical side of it to see, but it's a show. It's not supposed to be realistic, but I'm just saying. It is sweet that he only wanted the 118 to work on him. Like, that's a family.
It's not good.
Fuck. It's not good.
No, you don't. Yeah, I do. Bobby, show me.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. I wouldn't want to see. So sweet that Buck didn't want to leave him. Ew. I don't need to see the gore. What is this, Grey's Anatomy? It's too much for me.
He alive? He's alive.
You still have both his eyes.
Yeah.
Any brain damage?
There were some complications. When they took the rebar out, he started hemorrhaging. They got the bleeding under control, but had to put him in a medically induced coma. They'll let us know if his condition changes.
You mean if he wakes up?
Or if he doesn't.
It's so cute how much they like care about each other. Also like how much Buck cares, because I know Hen and Jim have been friends for like a lot longer. So.
Tatiana. I'm Bobby. We spoke on the phone.
This bitch.
Yeah, hi.
Fucking hate Tatiana.
They're bringing him out of his coma now. It'd be good if you were there.
She's such a piece of shit. Ugh. All the love interests in season 1 are just not it.
Either I say yes or I'm some kind of monster.
You don't have to say yes. You just have to come hold his hand. This is not about love. It's about decency.
So true. This is not about love, it's about decency.
That's my point. Anything I do now that isn't being Florence Nightingale
Just go
makes me
sit
look
and
some
hold
kind
his
of
hand.
jerk. So I hold his hand when he wakes up. Then it's stay with him until he's out of the hospital. And then it's you can't break up with him until he can walk or talk again. And that's assuming that he ever can. And you want me to just play like I'm in love for how long? A month? A year?
Just sit there, like, not that fucking hard.
I'm not asking you to love him or marry him, and I'm not judging you for your feelings. I'm not. And the only two things I can think of to help him are to pray and to hope that if you're with him, he'll feel that love for you. And it will give him a
How do
reason
you
to
say
fight his
no
way
after
back
that?
to us.
After a Bobby speech?
I'm sorry, I just can't.
He's so cute.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe when you come back to work, you should do the maneuver instead of me
He's so cute.
to motivate him to get better. He can't do the maneuver. He can. Hey, Jim, you can do the maneuver, right?
I tried to get a hold of your parents. There's a 16-hour time difference with Seoul, you know, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, it's all right. His family's right here.
Please don't ever let him do the maneuver.
That's so cute. I didn't realize it ends like that. Okay, so episode 3 is when they start. It's so funny because episode 1, Bobby says it's not a family, and then episode 3, he says his family's right here. So that's when the familyness begins. I get an answer to my question. Okay, overall, great episode, first of all. But I literally forgot, like, what was in what episode, if that makes sense. Like, I think I kind of merged episode, like, 3 and 4 in my head. And there's some scenes I completely forgot about. Like, I forgot that they... Not that I'm surprised they went to see him in the hospital, but, like, I forgot about that scene where the 3 of them go to see Chimney in the hospital, but I remember the scene where he wakes up and Bobby's there. Weirdly. Okay, now to rate the episode. I think episode 3 goes in pretty solid. I think that's where I'm gonna put it, because it's like, I don't really have any notes. Like, it's just a solid episode, you know? But there's nothing like Like, it just does, it feels like No Notes is like too high for it, if that makes sense. Like I don't have any issues with it. It's got some iconic moments, but it also has like some scenes that I like literally forgot about. So I feel like Pretty Solid is a good place for it. Pretty like straightforward episode, if that makes sense. Like, there's not a whole lot to unpack, but it's like a necessary episode to move the story forward and the characters forward, because you've got the May like situation where she, like, at the beginning of the episode she overdoses and tries to commit suicide. So you've got that whole storyline playing out, which is obviously a very important storyline for her character and for Athena's character and for like Michael and Harry. So you've got that going on, and then you've got obviously the whole Chim Rebar storyline and his whole thing with like Tatiana. But the thing with Tatiana ends up like not really being that important, I feel like, obviously down the line. But, and even the Rebar thing, they don't really talk about it that much again. I think they mention it like in a serious context like once in season 2, but then they don't really mention it all that much. So it's like even that doesn't end up being like terribly significant. But I think that's just because like Chim as a character is just like very like chill, and he's like the jokester, so he's not one to like, I feel like, sit in his trauma as much as other characters do. But I think Next of Kin is obviously the perfect name for this episode, because we have 2 characters in the hospital and it kind of shows how that affects their next of kin, like their family members. The May storyline always really makes me cry, and like her scenes with Athena, and they obviously do more with that in the next episode, and like it comes up again multiple times throughout the show, which I think is very important, and it becomes like a big part of May's character and her growth. So that's like a very, very important thing. But yeah, overall pretty solid episode. I feel like I always have more to say when I'm complaining, but this episode is like pretty straightforward. I'm excited for episode 4 because I like the scene in it where Athena like confronts the people that were bullying May. Like, that's just such a good scene. I'm also just very excited to be done with season 1 and like to get on to season 2, because I have way more to say about like season 2 and just like the seasons after that than I do about season 1, because season 1 is just so straightforward, because it was very much just like, this is a show, these are the characters, and it's like, you know, there's not a whole lot, I feel like, to unpack with season 1, whereas like the show gets crazier, so then there's like a whole lot more to unpack and like more theories and more like subtext and things to dive into, whereas like season 1 feels different in the sense that it was more straightforward. It was very clear like where they were going with like characters and where they were going with storylines, and like I feel like in season 1 a lot of the characters like just kind of fit into character archetypes, but then in season 2 is when they kind of start branching out with the characters and like showing them in different lights and stuff. I don't know when the Bobby Begins episode is. I can't remember if it's in season 1 or season 2, and I was looking last night and I don't know if the episode is actually called Bobby Begins. I thought it was, but I only see Bobby Begins again, so that'll be like a heartbreaking surprise because I forget exactly where that falls in the show, but I know it has to be season 1 or season 2. I think season 2 also has Hen Begins and Chimney Begins, so get ready to cry, because the Begins episodes always get me too. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to season 1 episode 3 Next of Kin. Comment down below what your favorite scene was, what episode you're looking forward to seeing me react to, who your favorite character is, all that stuff. Give it a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys like this content, you want me to keep making it. I would love to do the whole show because I'm having a lot of fun rewatching it with you guys and talking about it. And be sure to subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys on Wednesday with another video. Later, gators. Bye.